Hello everybody and welcome back to another video where today it is January 14th, 2020 and we are going to be putting the big curtain across the back of the cattle barn, the big cattle barn. Little cattle barn already has a curtain on it. The big one doesn't, just haven't gotten around to doing it yet, so we're going to do it today because it's supposed to get snowy and rainy. Okay, let's ignore all the big puddles behind us. It's already been rainy. But it's supposed to get rainier and snowy, so we want to keep the cattle as non-exposed to the weather as possible. So I'm coming over here. I'm gonna grab our 20-volt Bauer drill and a battery for it. See if any of these are fully charged. That one is. Sweet. Kind of rare to find a battery that's fully charged. I don't know if we need the Craftsman or not. We got a DeWalt already over in the other barn. We have this Craftsman. It was at our local family farm and home. It was 35 bucks, so pretty good deal. We already had one battery for it because Dad had a drill similar to that one and it died. So yeah, we got another drill and two batteries technically now. So we got our Bauer and we run the big batteries. The drill did come with a little battery when we bought it, but we had a couple big ones because we have a grinder, and Dad just got a circular saw for Christmas too. So we got the drill. I'm not sure what we're gonna need for bits yet, but all the bits I'm pretty sure are over in the milk house. We're gonna be screwing in screws to fasten the curtain up. We don't do like the traditional full system. We just buy a curtain and screw it up and then unscrew it and roll it back up in the summertime. So where it's easiest for us, because we're not like a huge operation that we need like a couple seconds per curtain. We have two curtains right now. Little cattle barn and the big cattle barn used to have around 8 curtains, and we used to have the rollers and everything for them for rolling them up, but that was a long time ago. Many of those curtains haven't been replaced, and the barns that they're on aren't being used for cattle anymore, so we just don't put them up anymore. Most of our curtains come from, I think we get them from Farm Tech, and most of the time they're overrun, so they're a lot cheaper than actual curtains specified for your barn. And a lot of times the overrun is almost the perfect length for our barn. So we're gonna get these curtains up hopefully quick. We gotta put some new lumber up on the back of the barn. Dad got some this morning, and we're gonna get this curtain up. Alright guys, so we got all the old curtain hardware and everything tore off of this barn. Last time we were kind of lazy and just nailed a curtain up across here above everything, and so it didn't really, wasn't really proper. So this time we went through and tore all the old fastener boards off, all of the old piping, all the old racks that held it and everything. And we're just putting a plain curtain up, no rollers, no nothing. So it's gonna be screwed at the top and I think screwed at the bottom. We went through and replaced some 2x4s, put up some that have fallen down, so looks a little bit nicer now. Still got the dip down there. We're gonna try and fix that this summer. We gotta jack up that whole end of the barn, and not sure how we're gonna keep it up there, but we gotta jack it up and fix it. We gotta put a bunch of, we're gonna do when we built this barn, we went through and put cheap what are those called? They're skylights. Went through and put cheap skylight poly up to the top. And in another barn we did the expensive stuff, but we only went 1 sheet and then did like 3 sheets of steel and then 1 sheet. And so we're gonna redo that. Gonna rip all of that poly off next summer and fix that, because down here this has been open for probably 1.5 years, 2 years, and these trusses are getting super weathered, and it becomes a hazard after a while because those trusses start rotting and you get a little bit of a snow load and those trusses are coming down whether you like it or not. So instead of having this barn fall on us, at least this section of it, we'd rather get the poly on and the steel and save it so that it can last as long as possible. Even though Alright, so we got that roll out and started nailing it up, and that's as far as it went. That was a 200-foot roll of overrun when we bought it, and we did the freestall barn back when it was still in commission, and this was what was left, and we thought there was a lot more left on here, but there wasn't. So Dad paced off what we have left, which I think we have these posts are on 7-foot centers, and it's about 14 feet per pen, and we have, this barn has 10 pens total, and we're 3 in, so you can do the math on that one. Dad went over, because we have a curtain that's still hanging on the freestyle barn that's not ripped to shreds yet, and he's pacing that off to see if that will work for here, and if it does, we're gonna put that up. But we may have to compromise and not do the whole barn, so I'll keep you guys informed. Just for those of you wanting to know, we did haul out more corn yesterday and today. We ran 2 hopper bottoms out yesterday and 2 hopper bottoms out today, and I think that's all we are hauling. We do got to keep a little bit of corn in the bin for feed, but other than that, I'm pretty sure we're done hauling corn for the year. So corn harvest is 100% complete, except for the organic corn in that bin. That's gonna be hauled out in late February, early March. That's when our hopeful Dad hasn't completely contracted it yet. Still calling different places. I think we're gonna be getting about $8.50 a bushel for the organic stuff, so which is really good. Last corn harvest, I think we got $7.25 or $7.50, so $1 more than last time, and it pays out pretty well. So hopefully our organic corn is hauled out then, and we got a good contract for it. This stuff, today's 2 loads went in at $4.25 a bushel, but there's 25-cent trucking, and I think that's all the main expenses we had, except for obviously our drying costs, which weren't too bad. Propane skyrocketed about halfway through harvest, but I think it calmed back down. So yeah, we got all of our corn hauled out. So next summer we're hopefully going to be going through and replacing the rings that we need to on the far bin. This bin is almost ready to go. We got a actually, since we're storing feed corn in there, we don't winterize it, and then that one will have to be all cleaned out once we're done with it. So hopefully we can get our automation updated on this bin next year before harvest, so that we can move a little bit more efficient during harvest. Uncle Billy doesn't have to camp out here every night, and yeah, that's gonna be super exciting. I'm trying to talk Dad and Uncle Billy into putting a bin up back there, because we have a foundation ready to go back there for a I believe it's a 25,000 bushel bin that would hold I think that would hold most of our corn, and then we can put beans in one of these bins and organic crop in the other one. So hopefully then we can hold 100% of our crops, because we... Alright guys, so we got that first piece of plastic up and it was too short, so we found another piece on the other barn, but it still got to be taken down. Dad got a call uptown and the skid loader tires were in, so we went and picked those up and put 2 new skid loader tires on the skid loader. And so tomorrow we're going to take that new piece of plastic off and put it on. It just got too late today, guys, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.